The new BMW is all about giving you options because for the 5 Series, BMW Malaysia has now introduced 2 new additional variants right here at the 2024 Malaysia Auto Show, including the first ever petrol power variant for the all-new 5 Series generation. Yep, that's right, the BMW 520i is now finally here in Malaysia alongside the more powerful, fully electric BMW i5 M60 xDrive. So obviously, there's a lot to cover. Let's get straight into it. Now I want to start off with the 520i, not just because it's the first ICE-powered G60 Generation 5 Series model here in Malaysia, but also because it's the first to be locally assembled by BMW Malaysia. Now unlike the 2 electric variants, this here won't get the M Sport kit on the outside, so the bumpers here look a little more normal, and you can also expect to see a lot more satin silver elements all around the exterior, like around this skinny grille as well as the window surrounds. But in terms of equipment, it is still largely the same. You get the same LED headlights and the tail lights, you get the same iconic glow surround around the kidney grille. But in terms of wheel sizes, this here rides on smaller 19-inch items as standard, although you can always upgrade to M performance parts like this one over here. The BMW 520i is powered by a 2-litre turbocharged inline-4 engine making 190 horsepower and 310 Nm of torque. The engine is paired to an 8-speed automatic gearbox and also a 48-volt mild hybrid system that can provide up to 18 horsepower and 200 Nm of extra torque when needed. So altogether, the BMW 520i can accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in just 7.5 seconds, onward to a top speed of 230 km/h. So it is the least powerful model in the lineup, but it's definitely not slow. And just how nice is it to lift up the bonnet and still see an engine underneath here. As for the i5 M60, it really is the complete opposite, with everything turned up to 11, because this is basically the baby M5. So not only do you get the M Sport kit as standard, there's also some exclusive stuff like the M Performance grille in front with the iconic glow surround, the M Sport brakes with brake calipers, 21-inch wheels, as well as the ducktail spoiler at the back, as well as blacked out items all throughout the entire exterior. Now the aggressive styling is also matched up by some crazy performance with 2 motors now, giving it 601 horsepower and 795 Nm of torque. So that means a 0 to 100 km/h sprint in just 3.8 seconds, onwards all the way up to 230 km/h. Now aside from raw performance, this here is also matched up by the adaptive M suspension with M-specific tuning, and there's also the active road stabilization to ensure that this here not only performs well on the curvy roads, but also comfortable on the highways. Now the motors are powered by a 83.9 kWh battery pack, which is the same as the previous eDrive 40 variant. On this variant though, it'll give you up to 516 km of driving range, and you can top it up with the onboard 22 kW AC charger or DC fast charging up to 205 kW. There are a few differences on the inside, particularly on the 520i here. The most noticeable one being this steering wheel with a unique shape and 2-spoke design with a flattened bottom, which is apparently a first for a 5 Series. Now there's also a difference in terms of the surface finishing. The 520i here gets a dark wooden trim, but the i5 M60 gets a sort of glossy carbon fiber finish as well as a red stripe across the top of the steering wheel. The equipment list is also slightly different, with the 2 i5 models getting Bowers & Wilkins sound system, but this here on the 520i is Harman Kardon. And on the 2 i5 you also get a panoramic glass roof, but here, no such thing. Aside from those though, the rest of the cabin is honestly quite identical across all variants. You get the same BMW curved display up here with the 12.3-inch instrument cluster and the 14.9-inch touchscreen infotainment display here in the center. The interaction bar here also doubles as your ambient lighting system. You get a 4-zone climate control with a touchpad at the back to control the rear aircon, and there's also a wireless charging tray down here for your mobile phone. In terms of safety, the Advanced Driver Assistance package is also slightly different, with the 520i here getting the slightly less advanced Driver Assistance Plus package instead of the Driver Assistance Pro on the 2 i5 models. So they get a little bit more features as well as stop and go functionality for their level 2 semi-autonomous driving. Now pricing is all estimated for now. The 520i here is estimated at around 340,000 ringgit, while the i5 M60 is estimated at around 480,000 ringgit. Now of course the finalized pricing will all be updated on AutoBuzz.my, so be sure to keep a lookout for that. But for now, what do you think of the new 5 Series lineup, and if you get a choice, which one will you pick? Let us know in the comments down below. For more content from the 2024 Malaysia Auto Show, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon.